Welcome back, horror fans. Today we're diving into one of the most brutal horror franchises of all time, Hostel. Directed by Eli Roth and produced by none other than Quentin Tarantino, this series shocked the world with its disturbing blend of gore and suspense. We're ranking all three films from worst to best, so let's get into it and see which one reigns supreme. In last place, we have Hostel, Part 3, 2011. Now, this one took a major detour from the original European setting and moved the story to Las Vegas. While the idea of a high-stakes torture for fun scenario in Sin City sounds interesting, the execution just didn't work. Plus, without Eli Roth directing, this movie lacked the gritty, raw feel of the first two. The biggest issue? The CGI effects. Unlike the realistic, gruesome practical effects from the first two films, the kills in Part 3 looked fake, and that really takes away from the horror. We still get some creative death traps, but without Roth's signature style, the intensity just isn't the same. Coming in second is the original Hostel, 2005. Directed by Eli Roth and backed by Quentin Tarantino, this movie was a game-changer for horror in the mid-2000s. The concept of a secret organization that allows the wealthy to pay to torture tourists was both horrifying and fascinating. The gore was intense, and the movie pushed boundaries like few had before. But here's the problem. The first half of the movie is really slow. We spend a lot of time with these annoying, immature, and spoiled characters like Paxton, who you just don't care about at the beginning. The first half feels like a typical party movie, and it's hard to root for the characters. Once the horror kicks in, though, it's relentless. The second half makes up for the slow start with some of the most iconic gore in horror history. But for me, the slow build-up and unlikable characters make it less rewatchable compared to the sequel. And taking the top spot is Hostel, Part 2, 2007. Eli Roth returned to direct this one, and in my opinion, he perfected the formula. From the very beginning, this movie grabs your attention. The pacing is tighter, and it feels more exciting from start to finish. What makes this one stand out for me is the characters. Unlike the first film, where it was hard to care about the spoiled guys, Part 2 introduces us to a group of women who are much more relatable and likable. You actually root for them, which makes the horror all the more intense when things go wrong. The kills are just as brutal, if not more so. But the stakes feel higher because we care about the victims. Plus, we get to see more of the inner workings of the elite hunting club, which adds depth to the story. The revenge-filled finale is extremely satisfying, and unlike the original, there's no slow build-up. It's exciting from beginning to end. So, that's my ranking of the Hostel franchise. Eli Roth and Quentin Tarantino definitely left their mark on the horror genre with these films. But what about you? Do you agree with my ranking, or do you have a different favorite? What's your favorite Hostel movie? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more horror movie rankings. Until next time, stay safe.